to do it from up here, okay?
Yes.
Again?
I don't know if these are up to date or not, but this is what Gina sent this morning, the talking points, and then there's some blank papers in case you want to make notes, and I left you a water bottle.
No wickers. No wickers.
I don't know how long it's gonna come. It'll be just you up here, right? How do we do those? And a lot of those are the same one from the past.
Yeah.
Uvalde, trustee, and all of those are some questions.
You can sit up here if you want, Lalo.
Let me sit up there.
You can.
Gentlemen, this is Mayor Pro Tem Everaldo. I'll be joining. I just ask that we're mindful of the mayor's time schedule and move forward.
Would you like some paper for notes?
What's that?
Would you like some paper to write any notes? No. Okay.
Whenever y'all want to start.
Don, you didn't pull any punches with that statement, man. Talk about it.
Well, look, I mean, first and foremost, this lawsuit was not something we wanted to do. It's not something, you know, we tried over and over and over to get the information that we needed and worked out. And we just kept getting the runaround and stalled, or it'll be next week or the week after. This lawsuit was not something that we really wanted to do. But at the same token, we need to get this investigation over with. And I know the district attorney has come out now and said that we have all the information that we need, that all these other agencies have been able to do their investigation and they're reviewing that. Well, I have two problems with that. One, I don't think the Border Patrol is through with their internal investigation yet. Secondly, the only other agency that investigated themselves was the Department of Public Safety, and guess what? They had access to all this material that we can't have access to. So to say that we have access and have everything we need is not true.
Was there a tipping point? Was there something where you said, okay, we gotta go back, we gotta refile?
Well, we just kept asking for information. We were told this week we were going to get it, the next week we were going to get it, and it never came. And finally we reached a point where we said, we're not ever going to get it, so let's just go ahead and refile the lawsuit. And we tried that, we up until filing the lawsuit, we were still trying to get this resolved to not file the lawsuit.
There's nothing in the lawsuit that talks about a cover-up. Was that more of a kick in the pants for her, or is that something you really believe?
No, I truly believe, I believe there's some form of cover-up going. I mean, look, why were there two investigators there that she had there and never disclosed until we brought it up? Now she says there were two of her investigators there. So why would you not let us have access to the information unless you didn't want us to know they were there or what's going on? That's just my opinion. I'm not speaking on behalf of the city on that.
What information specifically are you needing, or is Mr. Prado needing?
We need the information that we've been seeking is the hallway video. We've been seeking what body cams were there so that we can see what interaction our officers had with any other officers there, so that we can see what took place, what was communicated amongst officers and so forth. And we don't have that because they won't release it to us.
Was that made clear in the first lawsuit that that's what you guys wanted, and she said that she would comply?
Yes, it's been very clear from day one of the information that we've said that we needed and what we had requested. It's not like we came with this. We didn't pull this out of the air. I mean, from the first time we gave a list of what we needed, and the second, same thing.
Has she given a reason for not providing that?
No, not really. Other than what I've seen lately is that we should have everything we need, but we haven't. I mean, she told us to go to YouTube and look for videos on YouTube and get the videos off of YouTube, like we could use those in an investigation.
We saw it in the statement, but wait, can you tell us what happened the first time? Why was the lawsuit dropped, and what's going to be different this time?
Well, the first time the lawsuit was dropped because she agreed to sit down and work with us. She agreed to work with us. Now, when I say us, not me, not anybody on city council, with our investigator. No city council member, myself, or any city staff have access to any of this investigative material. It was only supposed to be between our independent investigator and her. And he signed umpteen NDAs. The attorneys have signed umpteen NDAs to make sure that nobody would have access to that but that investigator.
This is a small town. Have you seen her out personally? Have you talked to her personally? Or is this communication between the city and the DA all been through letters, all been that kind of communication?
It's been. I've had no conversations with the district attorney in a while now. I've seen her out once or twice and said hello, and that's it. But I haven't had any conversations with the district attorney.
What does this information allow Daniel to, I mean, when I say talk Daniel, when I talk about Chief Rodriguez, does this allow them to move forward? Is that number one? Is helping the families get information number one? In your mind, what's number one with pushing her to release more information?
Number one, the families deserve answers of what went on that day. They need to know what transpired that we can put together. We need to know what our officers did and so forth. That they would be first and foremost to get the answers. Second is our community, so that they know what went on. And then we can start to rebuild the trust and the relationship in our community once we can see that investigation come to fruition.
I mean, we have officers that still could get let go, could get suspended, terminated.
They could. I mean, depending on what that investigation says, that will be something that will have to be reviewed.
And you're calling on her resignation?
Well, to me, I mean, I'm not an attorney, but to me, if you had people there and you're running the investigation, that should have been disclosed. To me, that taints the investigation. That from an outsider looking in. To me, and you should have disclosed that you had investigators there from day one, in my opinion.
Have you been able to go inside of Robb Elementary?
I have not.
We know that you're not seeking re-election. Are you hoping that this is concluded before your leadership ends?
I would like to see it. I would like to see it before December. I don't know that will happen now. But I don't think we're going to be seeing anything now unless we can get something from the judge to get this to bring it to conclusion.
Don, you are running for a different post. When you read the statement, when you read the lawsuit, people are going to say, hey, he's trying to make waves. He's trying to show people in this area, I care about you. I mean, how do you respond to someone saying this is all political?
It's not political. Whether I win that seat or I don't win that seat, if 6 months from now we're still having this fight, then I'll be on that side of that podium up here asking questions. I still will be a voice. I'm still not going to go away. That's a commitment I made to the families a long time ago that we would see this through, and I will, whether I get elected, whether I get the next seat or not.
I think 15 months, you were saying that in June at the Civic Center when council was meeting, we're not getting all the information from not just the DA. I mean, back then it was from federal authorities, from state authorities. Are you getting more information now? Has it improved in the 15 months that you've been searching for answers?
No, has not. That's why. I mean, look, the DPS, we're not getting anything. Judge Mitchell and I went the day after the shooting. We went to Robb Elementary School. We met with the Rangers and we met with the DPS. And he and I both told them we would like to be apprised and kept apprised of this investigation of what's going on. Yes, sir, we'll make sure you get that. To this day, we have seen nothing. Not anything.
Any other questions?
Yeah, you covered it, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Well, that was short and sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor, for your time.
Thank y'all. Like I said, again, please emphasize, like I said when I said it before, this lawsuit was not something that we really wanted to. We wanted to resolve this without having to go to this.
So this was a last resort?
Last resort.
I gotta get your name on it. Robb Elementary.